Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to another county ranking video, a series in which I go to every county in Pennsylvania and rank it based off of how good the trout fishing is. That is, how much trout water there is, how much it's public, and also how much competition there is. Last week I did Sullivan County. I gave that one an A tier for having a high amount of trout water and public access. Also, it had very low competition. There's like, I don't even know one prominent town in Sullivan County. It only has a population of 5,000 people, which is kind of crazy to think about. But this week we are doing Union County, and that's a county that's kind of interesting because of the fact that one side is great trout water fishing. It has a lot of high elevation mountains that feed into these nice Class A brook trout streams. And you got the other side that's all Amish country and all farmland, and then there's just no trout water at all. So it's kind of interesting how it's like divided in half. But today we hit one of those brook trout high elevation creeks, because that's really all I can hit right now. The temps are still climbing to the 80s, plus we're in a bit of a drought. So those are really the only prevalent streams that are under 65. I don't think I saw a creek today that was over 62. So that's pretty rare for around here this time of year. But yeah, it's a tough video, but I managed to make it work. And thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, a lot of good water right here at the park, but I'm not really expecting there to be much here because I'm sure this gets fished a decent amount. But it looks good enough to try, so that's what we're gonna do. Right now we're actually sticking with the same rig as last video. Still got that sulfur on with the parachute Adams right behind it. This was really working for me last week. I'm gonna go around right there because that's a nice riffle. Oh, I wasn't even expecting that. That one I missed actually had some size to it. It's just, that bridge is too low. Get it. And if I cross roll enough, I should be able to. Hopefully like we're separate. Kind of. Thank God, there's rocks. Christ. That sucks. Oh, I have one. Why? Okay, that's actually a big fish. Awful hook set. Oh my gosh. That was a big fish too. I'm trying to get in that bubble line. By the time I got there, though, they're probably all spooked. Oh, there was fish for a little stretch there, but now there isn't. It's like I've had multiple now decent casts. Okay, I actually see grass. I think that's grass. So that's a good sign. Come on. Oh my God. And then you can't even lift up your rod. Oh, there's one. It's a big fish too. Bro, this is so stupid. Literally have nowhere I could keep tension on this rod. I'm literally just gonna pull him in like this, and that's a really nice native brookie. This is the stupidest fight I've ever had in my life. It's a big native brookie too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that right there. Look at that. That's what I'm dealing with. The rod is stuck in the mountain laurel, 4 different areas. Oh my gosh. All right, well, it's a really good fish. It's like a 7-inch native brookie that's all colored up. All right. All right, nice little tangled. Sweet. All right. Good. Oh my God, that was one of the worst fights ever. Let's put him in the sunlight. Awesome fish right there. 6, 7. That's probably 7 inches. He's really like thick, but he's kind of short. So I'd say he's around 6, 7 inches. And now I gotta get my line out of this mountain laurel. I literally had to grab my line and just pull him in because I couldn't like set the hook or anything. So I literally just had to like hand pull him in with my like leader. That was so bad. At least we caught him. All right, we have some open, nice open area, which is really rare on this creek. Oh my God, I could feel like I was getting like claustrophobic in that one section. Had a really little one go for it. Oh, that was a nice fish too. He had some weight to him. Don't think he'll grab again, just because I actually had him for a second, but it's always good to take a few casts. Oh my gosh, this is a pretty loaded creek. There we go. This is a little guy. What is he? Oh, he's stuck on something. Is that a little brown? It is a little brown. Huh. Look at that. All right. Look at that little guy. Little 4-inch, 3-inch wild brown. I'll take it. I did want to hit bigger water, but I'm gonna have to wait till next week. Next week is supposed to be beautiful. I think the heat wave is finally over. Which, I mean, we're not even in a heat wave right now. We're in just like average summer weather. But we're actually supposed to get like a cool wave or polar vortex, whatever it's called, because it's supposed to barely breach 70 like 5 days in a row, which is extremely rare for late August. But it'll make for some good water temps. Hopefully get some rain too with it, because we really need that. This is crazy. God, these rocks are crazy too. Oh, that was a big fish too. Dang it. I had a little bit of tension on him too, so he's probably not gonna bite again. There's one. There we go. Can't keep the tension on because he wants to swim right to me. Looks like a little brownie. Yep. I'll take it. Little wild brownie. A little bit bigger than the last one. Well, a lot bigger actually. The last one was really tiny. This guy's probably about five inches. All right, hold up there, bud. Got a little 5-inch brownie, not a bad one. I'll take him. All right, this creek splits, and as you can see, it's really tiny. Got a nice little stretch right here. We'll try, and then we are going to a different creek because it's still pretty early. At least I think it is. Oh yeah, we're definitely leaving this creek. This is so bad. All right, yep, we need to find our way out of here. That might be tricky, but we are definitely leaving this creek because this is bad. This is so bad. All right, so we're walking to the second creek. First creek was way too crammed. This one's not really promising either because, as you can tell, the only thing around me is mountain laurel. But at least it has a nice trail next to it. And it looks like there's a bridge right here, so at least the access point should be easy. All right, found a little access point. Looks like there's some openness to this creek. At least right here there is. I don't know. This is not very promising. Water temps are good. I checked them down below. They're all the way down to 60. But yeah, this creek literally just looks like a twin of the other one. I don't know. Guess we'll finish our day here. Oh my gosh, that looks even worse. This creek genuinely looks worse than the last one. All right, I believe I found a creek that's not just smothered in mountain laurel. It might still be pretty tight, but this one's better than the past two. And I'm looking downstream. It looks better downstream. It's just nowhere to get down and work my way up, so I'd have to walk downstream, which I don't really like that idea. But we're gonna try to go up, and if it's really bad, then we'll go down. Definitely looks a little tough, but still nothing compared to the other ones. Oh, that was a big fish. Oh my gosh, he like exploded over that thing and still didn't get it. All right, looks like there's a little trail right here. I'll walk up a bit. If it's bad, then I'm just gonna walk down and work my way up from downstream. Because there's a good, probably mile stretch of public access downstream, and that water looks a lot better than this. Problem is, I just hate working downstream, so I'm gonna have to walk downstream before I could even start fishing. And that might be tricky. Oh my God. Of course I missed that one. I don't understand how I missed it. Completely took it. I think what's so annoying about these creeks is that you know they're so good. Like with the amount of fish in them. It's just the fact that they're so unfishable. Alright. This is a good stretch right here. If I don't get something out of here, that's going to be very upsetting. Of course, I freaking missed it. Oh my God. The amount of fish I've missed today. I've been missing a ton dry fly fishing recently. It's frustrating. I know that fish isn't going to bite again. There we go. It's not a bad brookie. Let's go. Yeah. All right, first fish of this creek in Union County. Honestly, not a bad one. It's pretty chunky. All right, well, at least we caught one out of here. Not a total waste. Does look like there's a decent amount of good pockets up ahead. I walked quite a bit down, so hopefully we can get lucky and get a few more. It's like where you can fish, like where you're capable of being able to throw a line in. It's like a 50-50 shot whether a fish is going to grab it or not. There's that many in here, but it's just so hard to find good spots like this. Like this is so rare for these creeks. I've explored 3 creeks now, and this is like the best stretch I've seen. Alright, I've got a little bit more to go up. Hoping to get one more out of this hole. Because it's a pretty big hole to only have one fish, and he bit right around there. So you shouldn't have spooked the ones way up here. Let's go. That's another one. That's a big one too. That's a big one. Oh, let's. I had a comment saying I say let's go too much, and I realize how much I say it now. But honestly, let's go. This is an awesome brook trout. Get a shot with him with the fly in the mouth. That's a beautiful fish. Oh, yeah, I already showed him off. All right, that's 2 out of this hole. That's not bad. 2 pretty decent brookies. That one being pretty big. There's a fish. There we go. It's another not bad one. Alrighty. Got you right in the nose. Right in the nose. And there's brookie number 4 of the day. 3 of this creek. I will take that. It is not 82 out. Alright, that's 61.3. Just had to check the temps real quick because it is about the warmest point of the day. Alright, so we put on, not exactly sure what that is, but it looks like some kind of atoms, like a yellow, has like a yellow pattern, so I guess it's just an atoms. And then we put on a little parachute bluing olive. This is for me to be able to see. Oh! I thought I saw it, but I couldn't tell. There we go. Oh, well, you really... There he goes. Oh, there he is right there. My little brookie I just caught. He's kind of... He should be alright. I hooked him on the top of the jaw and he had like the tiniest amount of blood when he like spun around like that. So, should be alright. He was swimming. About 2 feet up from those flies, I've seen a fish rise. There we go. That's a beautiful fish too. Let's go. I think this is fish number 7. Did that fly out of your mouth? No, you just inhaled it, didn't you? Alright. Oh, I see it way back in there. Look at that. Surgeon Joe to the rescue. Alright. It was way deep in there. I still got it. Alright. Another beautiful brookie. Not a bad one at all. Really pretty. Here you go, buddy. He goes. He's swimming off right there. I might be able to backcast into there. That's a big fish. That is a nice fish. There we are. Another solid brookie. Let's go. All right, another. This is what I was expecting to find in here. Pretty solid one, honestly. There it goes. Took the atoms. I was gonna be a little, I was gonna be pretty disappointed if I didn't get some out of there. This is a pretty nice stretch right here. And there's not too many of these stretches. So every time I like either miss them or lose one or don't even get anything or have a bad cast, it's always a little more frustrating than usual because, you know, you don't have too many opportunities ahead of. All right, so that's gonna be the end of the video here. Definitely a tough one to make. Had to go to 3 separate streams just because of pure mountain laurel. That's the only reason why I had to change those streams, because all those creeks had pretty prevalent populations of trout in it. It's just the fact that they were so unfishable and so unnavigable. But that last creek was definitely the best of the 3. And if I was able to get downstream even further and work my way up, I probably would have done even better. But definitely caught a couple of nice brookies, really colorful ones. Lost a few nice ones, which was very upsetting. But that's what happens when you dry fly fish, especially if you're using barbless. But overall, it was a pretty good day. As for the county, like I said in the intro, it's one side is really good and the other side is really bad. The one side's not super dense, but it's fairly dense with trout population. The one side is fairly dense with the streams, but it's not like overly dense like Potter. But the other side is just nothing. Like, it's just so barren that I'm gonna just have to give this county a C tier, and that's because it has around 150 miles of trout water, but only like 50 miles of that is publicly accessible. And I really noticed that when I was looking for like the lower parts of these creeks to try and fish to escape that mountain laurel. I was really trying to find like bigger water that would still feed from those creeks so I can still get that good water temperature, but it really wasn't feasible. Like, where I was the best spot I could find with good water temps. But so that's a little frustrating, but I think it fits right there with a C tier because of the fact that one side's really good and the other side's not. But yep, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.